Alright, out for a little ride in the bus here. We just put a little gas in it. We're going to take it for a little test drive. We got it back from the alignment shop. I already noticed that the steering wheel is not straight, so I'll have to straighten that out. And definitely not in love with this shifter at all. So I got to use one, tried to piece one together. It only cost 15 bucks, so at least we got to be able to drive the bus. The pin actually fell out of the other one. But I think I'm going to get another shifter from Triangle. They're much safer, nicer gate. You can hear the tranny clips third gear there a little bit. The third gear synchronizer is bad. If you get it in the third gear at low speed, it's fine. But if you try to accelerate through the gears, it clips a little bit. Other than that, she runs really good. Like I said, the steering wheel's not straight, and I'm not really happy with the alignment. So I'm more than likely straighten the steering wheel, put a shifter in it, and take it back to them one more time and let them check it. It goes down the road okay, but you sort of have to hold the wheel a little bit. You know, buses have a little bit of play in the steering anyway. Unless you replace every item up there. We almost have, but unfortunately there's still the steering box and the center pin. The pin's got a little bit of play on this one. The used beam that I picked up is just as bad. So I greased it really good and it seems to be a lot better. And it's also windy today, so. All in all, she runs really nice going down the road. Got a little bit of a vibration in the motor, but it runs very well. I don't know if it's a balance issue or what's going on back there. Remember when we put the clutch on this motor, we had excessive end play, and we tightened that end play up, but it could have some wear in the bearing in the rear of the motor, causing that vibration. I was able to get the end play down from 50 to 10. 10's still a little high, but it's better than 50 for sure. I can feel the vibration between 45 and 50. It's more at mid speeds on the motor. It seems to smooth out when you're going down the road. She rides really nice. We got the new shocks up there, new ball joints, new tie rods. Repacked the rear axles, got a new clutch assembly, throw-out bearing. Everything is working really well. Just going to put a few miles on it, make sure everything's good. I like to make sure everything's good before I hand it back. As far as going through the transmission, we can fix third gear. It requires an overhaul. And write you up an estimate for that. You can drive it like this. When I changed the gear lube, I did notice a lot of brass in there, and that's the synchro rings. So I don't know if the old clutch assembly wasn't working properly or what the deal was, but we probably want to address it sooner than later, because if you let it go too long, it'll start wearing the actual synchro hub on the gear, and that requires that has to be pressed off and pressed back on. It's much easier just to replace the synchronizers than a few bearings. It does have a slight noise in it that we can take care of that at the same time, but it's a good candidate to be rebuilt. It doesn't pop out of gear or anything like that. So. Here there, I short shifted third and it went right in just fine. So you can drive right around the bad synchronizer, you just have to be aware of it. It's going to be more of an issue when you're downshifting than when you're trying to accelerate onto like the freeway. So, like I said, it seems to run really well. It's not getting hot or anything like that. I would have expected it to run a little warmer with a small oil cooler, but it seems to do okay. You could hear it clip a little bit when I downshifted into third. The synchronizer is sitting down on the synchro hub and it can't slow the gear down enough to keep it from flipping. So it's a wear process that happens with the synchronizers. It's not from abuse or anything, it's more from mileage. So what do you think, baby? It goes down the road a lot quieter than our bus, doesn't it?
I think it's because it's got more interior than
well, it's a stock motor too, so you don't hear it. Yeah. It's very quiet for sure. I don't know how many RPMs we're turning. We're going 60 miles an hour. That seems to be a comfortable speed for this bus, this combination of parts. 60 would be a good speed to keep it at. We can make it have a little more power, but with this little carburetor, it sort of limits the power potential of the motor. I prefer dual carbs. It's just a preference. I like the power. But it runs really sweet. Drives nice. I'm going to adjust the steering wheel, of course. Like I said, I might take it back for an alignment check after I straighten the steering wheel. I don't know if the wheel being crooked is what's causing it to, it seems to pull to the center. But it depends on where it's riding at in the road too, so. I'm sure they'll check it for us, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, we had the alignment done at Midway. They were like the only
Boulevard.
people. Boulevard, yeah. Sorry. They were the only alignment shop willing to do it. I didn't get any specs on my sheet though. It just says they did a thrust alignment. Turn signals seem to work.
It does have a reverse light out.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. Little trinket stuff, little adjustment stuff. Hear it?
Yeah.
Flip. You feel that vibration right there? That's
yeah.
what I don't like. I think that's in the motor. But, you know, it's just the process of working it out, you know, making it as sweet as you want to make it. The bus itself is a nice bus. The drivetrain is okay. We can make it better. The 60-65 it seems to be okay with. I mean, I can hear it running back there, but it's not like mine, you know, where you can see the tack. But it's a beautiful day for riding the bus.
I think part of the not noise is because he's got all that interior that you don't have to. It's absorbing some of the noise.
Yeah. There's no kids screaming back there either. And I don't like the steering wheel not being straight, but we'll fix that. And then we'll make sure the alignment issue is right. And that's about it. I think it's ready to drive and enjoy. You know, we got to make a decision on the synchronizer. If that's something you want to take care of, we can do that for you.
And the new shifter.
And a new shifter is a must. I'd like to pick that up and get that installed.
I think they said they had some coming in Monday or early this week, so.
Yeah, they didn't have them available. It's the only reason I didn't go with that. I went with a stock one just to give it a chance, but it's almost a safety issue. The shifter works fine every once in a while, you know, it'll go into limp mode and there's nothing there, and that can happen at a bad time. So I'd rather put the better quality shifter in there. But she seems to be driving really good. We'll bring her back in the shop and go over all the nuts and bolts, make sure everything's nice and tight, and check our oil level and stuff like that. It is very windy out today, so if you see it moving around a little bit, you can see the trees. Buses can be challenging in the wind. They're high profile, so. But it goes down the road real smooth. The tires were overinflated. I let some air out of those. And, know musty one likes to pump the tires up for gas mileage, but it makes them drive like they're on bricks. So we'll recheck all that stuff and make sure we're good. You see, push the clutch in and delay putting it in third, and it seemed not to clip. So like I said, you can drive around that synchronizer if you choose to. And if you shift in at about 20-25 miles an hour, it seems to be fine. I don't like that vibration right there. You feel that?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm really not happy with. And that's more than likely in the motor. The bad part about this motor is there's not a lot of pieces that we can use for a rebuild because it's not a bus case. It does have brand new cylinder heads on it, which would be some pieces that we could take off and use, but other than that, that would be about it. The carburetor's not the correct size, and everything else, when I build the motor, I balance everything as an assembly. And, I probably wouldn't want to use this part. It seems to have some sort of an issue. What's funny is it seems to be at low speed, you know, once you get it going down the road, it's fine. Anyway, we're taking a little ride in the country. It's a motorhome over here, that's what I was telling you about. Got a 57 Chevy for sale too or something.
I like the 57 Chevy.
Yeah.
Motorhome's not bad either.
I don't know if that's a pusher or not. No grill in the front.
No grill.
55's nice.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure it has a nice price tag to go with it.
Yeah. Well, the motorhome might be reasonable. They're all, you know, they're over there. You can move the camera around so the sights.
Well, I was just trying not to make people dizzy. I don't have the best camera skills.
Anyway, we're on Marsh Road here. We're going to take this back over to 192. Nice little shakedown run. Speedometer's working good. Everything seems to be working good. The odometer works. This bus has got a little more mileage than ours did. We only had 45 on ours when we bought it. This one has 82,000.
That's because when we bought ours, it was in the backyard in the woods. It hadn't been driven in 20 years.
It had been sitting for a while.
I like this road.
Yeah, there's some nice places out here. Yeah, I can almost feel that vibration. I mean, I can almost picture it in my head, seeing the flywheel move. It feels like when you load the flywheel up, you can feel the crank moving. I guarantee you this is nicer than, you know, 75-90% of the buses out there, though. It's a very nice bus.
Yeah, it's clean.
Very nice. You know, the guys at the alignment shop even thought it was super nice yesterday. They accused me of it being down on power, you know, but other than that.
That was funny because he doesn't know everybody who follows his channel. And they made a comment about for it being one of his customers, they thought it would have more power. And he came home and asked me who the guy was. Like, I don't know.
So apparently the guy at the alignment shop watches all the videos. I do work on stock cars too, so not everything's got a high performance motor in it. I wish it did, you know, but you know, it takes time.
One step at a time. Each person's different on what they want. So
yeah, the motor just personalizes it, you know, it makes it more of a, I don't know, driving experience. Not that it's not nice now.
Darren likes being able to pass people back that pass him just because he's in a Volkswagen, and he likes to be able to show that he can give it some gas and go right back past them again.
I like to be able to drive 70, 80, you know. You get run over on the interstate going 60. think maybe take it back and let them throw it on the rack. Give me a printout. I think it could drive a little better, but it is windy out. This drives good though. Of course, we're in a Volkswagen, so the guy behind me is dying to pass us.
Like I said.
People, they're like a target, you know, when somebody sees a Volkswagen, they just want to go around it.
They just assume it won't be able to get out of its own way.
I think it's going to rain a little later, but we got a nice morning anyway, huh?
Of course it's going to rain. It's summer in Florida. It rains every day. Depending on where in the state you live, you could almost set your clock by the rain.
I was going over the nuts and bolts on this before I sent it to the alignment shop, and it punched me in my head. I got a head wound from this bus.
You got two head wounds, one in the front and one in the back.
Yeah, the front one's pretty bad. I got a pretty good knot on my head for a day or two there. Still got a headache. I can tell you that the rear shock mount does not move at all. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good week out there. I saw where Zig got his hubcap. I thought you might like a blue one better, Zig. If you want a green one, I'll send you one. We got to paint a few more hubcaps, and
I got to go to the car show and wheel and deal some first.
I've got some more paint in the garage stuff.
Oh, you still have a few left?
Yeah. Oh, easier that camera there, Reg.
We hit the bump. That wasn't my fault.
And then also I need to get some more garage stickers. If there's anybody that wants a garage sticker that it doesn't have one, you need to leave a comment on the video or email Andrea at
ladycadillac04@yahoo.com.
and I'll be glad to get a sticker to you.
I'm going to have more printed up.
Realized there were some guys that wanted to help me and print some stickers and make some more, but I would rather go ahead and print those myself and hand them out. You know, I made the artwork and everything, and I like to sort of keep that. So I know I don't own the Garage Gang, but I sort of made the sticker and the t-shirt. And if there's a demand for the shirts, you know, if you guys are wanting some shirts and some hoodies, let me know. I'll make some more.
I have a minimum order that I have to. I mean, we brought that up before, but then it sort of went nowhere. And part of that reason is because I have to order a minimum order before I can place an order. So if there's not enough people that want to get in on the shirt, then, you know, I can't meet the order that they're requiring that I have to order for. So.
All right, there's one guy that's got a lot of money that wants 24 shirts. We can do that too, because I think 24 is the minimum order.
Yeah.
And we've sold so many of those shirts and hoodies that I really didn't think there was still a demand. You know, I didn't know if you guys wanted me to make more shirts, create another shirt. You know, I don't know what you really want.
We can make another version of it too. You know, that was the original, and now I can, you know, design a second one. That's
right.
not a problem either.
And when I made the shirt, basically I had in mind is to put everybody's name on there. Feel that was actively making videos, so we could use the shirt as sort of a directory to direct people to your channels that otherwise might not know about you. And it was received pretty good at first, and I don't know what happened, but I haven't had a lot of interest in people wanting to be on the shirt. There's a couple guys that want to be off the shirt, so I don't know if it'd be better to make a shirt with no names on the back, or, you know, if you guys still want the names on the back. I need some input, you know, is what I'm looking for when it comes to the shirts. The decals are a no-brainer. I can have those made. But if you want shirts and hoodies,
whether you want to keep them the same or have me change it,
let me know. See, that vibration seems to get worse as it gets hotter. And, I mean, You know, I'm okay with him taking it. I'm just not really comfortable with that.
Well, we need to have the shifter first because
the shifter's a must.
His wife's driving it and she doesn't need to have to.
The shifter's got to be fixed. The vibration is, you know, I'm a worrywart, so I'm the guy that they make the 4130 crankshafts for because I'm the guy that can't sleep at night.
It's true. Just like he could visualize the flywheel, I felt the vibration. I visualized nothing. That's like his sixth sense.
When I used to build small block Chevrolets, I had an old mentor, Joe Sherman, out in California. And he'd tell me that I could make 600 horsepower with a cast crank. That 4130 crankshafts for guys that couldn't sleep at night. And I used to tell him I'm that guy. There's the shifter acting up again. So. You feel that right there? Wasn't so bad that time. Right there, feel it? I hate that.
What's it doing? Oh, his sound effects
It's doing
are great.
something it's not supposed to. That's what it's doing. Anyway, taking a little ride through the airport here now. I figured everybody wanted to change the scenery. We went from countryside to city.
I wouldn't call this city. This is just the little, like,
industrial
little
area.
tiny industrial airport, you know, the couple cedar planes, nothing major.
Yeah, I could drive this all day long, but somebody probably wouldn't like that shifter too much.
Well, no, but you know how to drive around it, so.
I don't like third gear clips. As soon as you get lazy and don't belay the shift, it's the old timers getting ready to work on the old.
Yeah, I just saw that little old timer circle. That was cute.
PT boat. There's the YMCA, which I haven't gone to in a long time, huh?
Nope, nobody has.
Got to get back to there. I'm not busy with stuff. Anyway, we'll take a little cruise back here in the back of the airport. See a delay, goes right in. But nobody's going to drive it like that, right?
No.
Can you feel the vibration more and more now?
I feel something in my feet.
Yeah, you can feel it in the whole bus. Look at the parachuters. Bonus footage. Get a little skydiving action. Feel it right there?
Hang on, I'm trying to make sure that I got the skydivers because I can't see them on the screen.
Move the screen over a little bit. There you go.
I'm trying, but I can't see them on the little thing. I'm just hoping that I got them. My hand's in there.
I'll take the camera over. Andrew's a little camera shy. You're doing fine, babe. You're doing fine.
I thought I was. Now I gotta get my hand back in here.
Why do you put your hand in the strap?
Because I'm trying to keep it all steady so you don't tell me I had shaky camera.
Oh, you got shaky cam. They're gonna bitch about the shaky cam. Oh, we should check on our jet while we're out here, huh?
Yeah. You know, I think even if I could afford one, I don't know that I would own one because I get airsick.
I told you we could buy a plane, but you'd have to learn how to fly it. I don't think I'm smart enough to be a pilot. Get the race crew.
Oh, sorry.
Race
Sorry.
Damn, woman. Fixed on out the window.
Well, because you told me to hold it out the window. I was following directions. See, and you say I don't listen.
Yeah. Look at this skid mark right off the road.
I wonder if that started there and went that way. They were doing a burnout.
That's where all the motorcycles come. Feel the vibration right there? It's right at 30 miles an hour in third gear.
That's a weird bunker thing, huh?
Yeah, you know, people rent these things. I thought they were all empty. Me and Haley were out here and the lights were on in those.
People live in them?
Well,
they're like these, well, that one's got a wall in front of it, but there's like these big steel doors behind it.
They're bomb shelters. They're bunkers. Bomb bunkers.
That's what I mean though, but are people living in them?
They're renting them. I don't know what they're doing in them. They're for rent. There's more down this way.
I think that'd be cool. I have a friend who built a house, most of it's underground, all but like the front entrance and like that.
They just opened all this up back here too.
Oh.
It says authorized personnel. I think we're authorized.
Well, it says they're trying to sell it, so people got to get back here to look at it.
But this has been closed off since we let film it.
Sorry, y'all missed the sound effect facial expression again.
That's something going on there. Third gear. A little vibration. Could be in the tranny also. Well, this goes back there a while, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where we're going to end up. I think you'll have to go back out the same way you came in.
Maybe.
Nothing but green back here.
It's all for sale. You gotta love driving a bus, man. There's just something about it. You don't get in a Beetle.
Oh, I like a bus much better than the
I
Beetle.
think everybody that's into Volkswagens that don't think they like buses should buy one. Drive it.
The only downfall I see of them is the lack of leg room for the passenger in the front seat.
I think it's more seating position than leg room. Well, we got to go somewhere new today.
Kitty Hawk Court.
Kitty Hawk Court. I can feel that vibration in the, that's definitely in the motor, maybe flywheel.
There's more parachuters.
Feel it? I'm not going to do the sound effects again. A little roundabout. They have fire hydrants back here. No power lines. It could be costly for a new business.
That's because it's an airspace or something, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, we're by an airport. I don't know how all that works.
There's power lines where it's populated. There's just never been any industry back here, so there's no power. There's water though. Sewage. Feel that?
I hear it each time.
That's the only thing I'm not happy with is that vibration and the steering wheel not being straight. We can fix the steering wheel. Vibration would be a little more involved probably. Nice road back here for drag racing, huh? Just moves right out though. Definitely windy today. Farm there, huh?
Yep. Plane going back up. Take more parachuters.
No, that's a Cessna. That's not a parachute.
Okay, well then it left from that airport, but there's another parachuter right there. In the clouds.
Yeah, we get back over there, you might be able to see that plane landing actually. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool plane. I forget the name of it. Feel that vibration there when you let the clutch out. It's the crankshaft moving. feel it right there. I don't know if it's got a dead spot in the motor or if it's just vibrating. Doesn't seem to be down on power.
Cruises along pretty nice.
Oh, it goes down the road really sweet. It's like riding a magic carpet. It's quiet compared to mine, yeah. You get a lot more feel of the road. Last guy hitting the ground there. The plane should be coming in any minute. Dive bombing. Here you can get the race shop here. All their semis. TPN Racing. Black Forest. That's the company that Brian used to do all the Mustangs for.
Yep.
Still got a paint shop there. Yeah, she's definitely got a dead spot or a vibration right in third gear at about 30 miles an hour. It's very noticeable. But it seems to be idling perfect every time you come to a stop, and the motor sounds good. Now hiring. Flip. Here's the paint shop for the motorhomes over here. Tradewind. What is it called?
Tradewinds, Coach and Marine.
There you go. There's some really incredible stuff in there. Here's another race shop back here. SCCA style cars. They do some 24 Daytona stuff. There you go, a couple nice race rigs there. Hold on, Rich.
And you talk about my quick stops and short turns.
We're giving the tour, man. Oh, this guy got my trailer over here. Racer's Edge. So this is the cooler plant over here. They make coolers and stuff. Cold rooms. A lot of industrial area back there. Here, I guess we'll make our way back to the house. And hopefully the video wasn't too long. I know some of you guys like to ride around and see different stuff. So, there's a peek at an old plane back there. Tail of it, anyway.